like an egg.
This is what it's all about. I mean, we are different from everyone in the country in terms of, a lot of people throw out family, but the way I've been welcomed, the way you guys look out for this current team, the way you guys come back whenever you can to God's country, it speaks volumes. And I think we moved this back for a couple reasons. Richie, his great ceremony, with Eamon down at 9/11 in Baltimore, so we were kind of forced to move it to this weekend. And like, man, I hope it doesn't snow. And I think there's a few guys up there looking down on this right now, and with Eamon and Gals and certainly George, and then the 40. This is why we're standing here for Schmoles. Had the misfortune of having to play against him all through college. Didn't go very well, and he was one of the greatest, as we all know. And his enthusiasm, his intensity, the way he approached everything, it was infectious. Even playing against him, and I found this today about him. And I'm sorry, Lizio, Joe, but it says here, others closest to him also know him as the bona fide chef, grill master. All right, I think you've taken over for him in his stead, but and for having his tireless willingness to help others in need. 1989 graduate of Cornell, he was a 4-time All-Ivy and All-American selection. The Ivy League Rookie of the Year as a freshman. During his sophomore year, the Big Red were crowned Ivy League champions, were NCAA Division I runner-up in '87 and '88. In his final campaign, he was named Ivy League Player of the Year. He had extensive post-collegiate playing experience as a member of the 1990 and '94 World Teams, both of which won the gold medal. As we know, one of the greatest, but more importantly, what he did off the field, what he did for so many of us. That's why we're honoring him tonight. So I'd like Andy Phillips and Mike LaRocco to step up and say a few words. And then we have Joe Solomon to present after you guys are done with a nice presentation.
Excellent. Well, every year that we come back and I look around, we have the old, the new, and it's always one thing. It's a huge family. And a lot of you freshmen don't realize it yet. This is going to be the greatest part of your life at my age. And hopefully when you're back playing in a Legends game, all right, and you're reflecting about your experience, you'll have a similar one that I just had. You think back about all the great things you experience, great honors you achieve, and I think that every one of you will see that you never really truly become great without the help of others. I was very lucky that Paul Schmoller came and watched me play in high school. The next day, I got a call and I was coming up for a recruiting trip. Thank you, Timmy. But through my 4 years, I obviously had a pretty successful 4 years. And the number one reason I would say is because every time I'd get in that cage, down the other end was someone that could very easily take my spot. He pushed me to be the best goalie I could be. Pushed me to be a great person, and it also made me appreciate my opportunity because I knew that there was going to be someone as good and ready to go if I faltered. And I can honestly tell you I've been very proud of my life and I feel very fortunate to be part of this family, but it is a privilege and an honor to the 2016 recipient of the Paul Schmoller Award, Matt Norfolk.
Yeah. Chief! Chief! Wee!
Yeah, no! Once in a while. Yeah.
Sure.
I didn't have this plan. It's really cool.
You don't get to bring it home, Matt.
No?
Stays here.
Next to my desk.
I'll say a few words of brief, and like I said, I didn't plan this, I didn't expect this, because the list of nominees was very impressive. And I'm a kid up in Watertown, New York, and I'm just glad to be part of the club here, and the team here, and LaRocco said it right. Us two battling, but also being good friends and fraternity brothers, made me a better person off the field, but also on the field. And I know this is about Schmoles too, and Schmoles is our coach, right? And you use the word intensity and helpful for others. he was an amazing coach. He was, no disrespect, Rocco, he was the best goalie that I've seen and had an opportunity to play with and coach. And I just want to, I'll leave you with one thing. You talked about intensity, of course, and him, what I would say that Schmoles did, he put the team in front of himself and every individual player, for sure. I saw that as a player at Cornell, but I was young and, not to say foolish, because you guys are right hoop here, but I was in college, you know, so I sort of got it, and I sort of didn't. And then we started the Steelheads team, and here we are, a bunch of professionals, late 30s, some of us are in the 40s, and Schmoles plays on the team, 4-time All-American, all right? I'm, like I said, I'm a kid from Watertown who probably was an overachiever and probably should have played D3. Again, I don't want to be offending anyone here. But so there was a game against the Burning Orange, and there's a point to this, and then I'll be on my way, Coach. We were playing against the Burning Orange, or whatever the hell they call themselves, Sour Orange, whatever. And I played, Frank, I stood on my head in this thing. Don't know why or how, but I did. Schmoles was supposed to play the second half. Here he is, 4-time All-American. I think you'll remember this, right, Dandler? So I come over, like, go get him, Schmoles. And here he is, the man says, no, you're playing great, stay in there. And I remember running back onto the field, again, we're professionals, we're weekend warriors, but I just said, wow, Schmoles just said, no, I'm taking the back seat. I'm going to let you play because you're on fire right now. That right there is a champion. And I know it's a weekend of Placid, it's not like it's the NCAA, Final Four, but for him to do that, he travels all the way up here, ready to go, 4-time All-American, like I said, I'm Matty No-No. You see the emails from me, but that's about as much as I get for fame. He goes, no, stay in there. Unfortunately, we lost by 1, but I was so humbled that he, even in the summer league, summer game, put the team first and put himself, wanting to play or maybe even thinking he could run with it. And, I just thought I was so humbled by that. All right, so I hope that makes somewhat of a point about Schmoles. But I say thank you, and one last thing. I got this award, okay, my name will be on it, but we started the Steelheads, and it did. It was kind of by default that we got all, kind of like the Rusty Red, got all the Bridge the Gap, New Young Bucks, Johnny Glenn, the 2009 group, quite a group there, and that's older guys. And the Steelheads, I wouldn't have gotten this by myself. It's with my class in 1995 and the other 1999 guys who helped bridge that gap with the Steelheads. So, thank you. I'm an honor. Schmoles, here's to you, bud. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, Chief.
Joe Sullivan, Sally, another great